everyone. My name is Lydia Trevino, and I am the chair for 2022 Contracts and Forms Committee. And alongside, I have my co-chair.
I'm Cheri Feuerbacher, and we're happy to be here.
And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about PID, which is Public Improvement District, and help guide realtors on things that we need to be aware of on where to find the information, or help our sellers when we're listing a property on where we can find the information that they now need to disclose when selling their homes.
That's right. And Lydia, when we talked about this subject matter and how important this was that we bring the new forms from the committee to our members at MetroTex. Once we decided on this topic, it was so interesting because within a week, I contacted you excitedly saying, guess what's in the magazine? Tierra Grande. We have this great magazine provided us through the Texas Real Estate Commission's partnership, I guess, with the Texas A&M Real Estate Research Center. And they tackled the same subject matter in this issue. So again, after this video, I would ask all of you, and if you are licensed through the Texas Real Estate Commission, then you should be getting this subscription. And just turn to this magazine and read for yourself what we're going to be discussing. But one of the main things we had talked about when Lydia and I were tossing this around, our brokerage has just gone through this situation where the information was not readily available. We were representing a buyer, and the listing agent didn't even quite understand how to proceed with the information. And the form is actually in the magazine, but the addendum concerning the property located in the public improvement or the pay improvement district is in there as well. And that's available in our, whether it's zip forms, whether Instinet, it's in our forms libraries. So it's already readily available. But one of the things we found is that going to research, our agent went to research how much the buyer would have to be responsible for in a tax year, or if they were escrowing their taxes, what was that going to do to their monthly payment? So we wanted to know that up front. We didn't want to know that at the closing table. So we pulled up the tax rolls, of course, and guess what? The amount of money listed in the tax rolls was for that line item, $0. And that is because everything is calculated based on a rate. And with the PID, it doesn't come out as a rate. It comes out as a flat fee, a flat number. So it's not calculated the same way. So luckily, our agent went and contacted the title company, alerted them to the situation. They said this was their first one to close this year, but they went ahead and contact the tax office and start that tax cert right away, do their research so they could dig in and get that number sooner rather than later, which we've talked about, Lydia. It could make the difference on a loan being approved or not.
Correct. And there are some where you have buyers that are already, when we get a pre-qual as a buyer's agent, they are already at their max. So an additional tax amount could put them over to where they won't qualify for the loan. So it's important to make sure that the sellers disclose and that the buyers have that information in order to get their loan approved.
Right. And it's so important that both the sellers and the buyers have to sign. So this is something that should be done when you're listing a property. Go ahead and get your sellers to sign it and get as much information as you can. And buyer's agents, when you see that, you should be alerted to the fact that that's going to be there, and you want to go ahead and step out and ask whether it's the title company or go do some of your own research, but double check on how much that's going to be that will add to their either monthly or annual cost. Because there are different ways that this can be paid. It can be paid in a one lump sum, or it can be paid out over time. And of course, I think there are probably some other fees and expenses accompanying that direction. But we just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention and say, hey, the information is here. Be aware, not beware, but be aware, and certainly go back to your magazine and check it out. And if you have any other questions, ask your manager, ask your broker, contact.
MetroTex also has several webinars regarding the public improvement district. So there's a lot of information out there, and we all just need to remember that knowledge is power.